This is the worst video I've ever made. And that's exactly why I'm making it. You see, for a long time, I've dreamt of starting my YouTube channel to help more people, to encourage more people, to give people more actionable, strategic, from the front lines, entrepreneurial advice and strategies that are currently working in my businesses. But for one reason or another, I've always hesitated. I've always waited. I've waited because I don't know what style my YouTube videos are gonna take. I've waited because I don't know what tone to use. I've waited because all of these things that I thought I had to figure out before I get started. And so often in life, I'm reminded that no matter what, your first is always your worst. When I started making videos back when I was a 19-year-old and I just started my first business, those videos were terrible. And over time, those videos became less terrible. My first ever podcast episode was terrible, but now over 400 episodes into the Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur podcast, these episodes are less terrible. And so I think the biggest lesson that I've learned over time, and I've learned to embrace this lesson, is no matter what, your first anything is always going to be your worst. So if you're waiting to figure it out, if you're waiting for it to be better, the way to make it better is just to hit record, is just to start. So for example, this is my first ever proper YouTube video to kickstart the official launch of my YouTube channel. But my first YouTube video ever hopefully isn't the worst video I've ever made, because I've already made videos up to this point. But I do promise that these videos will get better over time as I do find my strategies, as I do find my style, as I do find my voice here on YouTube to bring you incredible, to the point, direct and actionable and encouraging advice and strategies and tips and insights when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to technology, when it comes to travel, when it comes to the entrepreneurial lifestyle. I'm so excited for this to be the start of my YouTube channel, and I fully embrace that this is hopefully the worst video that I'll ever make, because I know, and I've experienced so many times, that every single time you do something, you get better. So this is me getting my worst video out of the way. And if this is your first time coming across my videos and you don't know who the heck I am, my name is Brian Lofrumento. I'm an entrepreneur, a speaker, and the author of Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur. I also host one of the top business podcasts in the world called the Entrepreneur to Entrepreneur podcast. Altogether, my businesses have reached over 3.5 million people in over 150 countries. And gosh, am I excited to help even more entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs from all over the world here on my YouTube channel. Now, on this channel, you can expect to find a heck of a lot of content that encourages you, that inspires you, that uplifts you, that makes you want to go take action. There's also gonna be step-by-step tutorials where I'm gonna show you how to do things to actually grow your business. There's also gonna be technology reviews. So if you're sitting there wondering, Brian, I wanna start using video in my business, how the heck do I do it? I'm gonna show you behind the scenes of every single thing that I do, whether it's tech like cameras and drones and microphones for podcasting, or if it's software, like how do I use ClickFunnels to build every single page and marketing funnel in my business? How do I manage and run Facebook ads? All of that fun stuff, it's all gonna be right here for you on this YouTube channel. But today's video is meant to just introduce me to you and vice versa. I'd love for you to comment down below, hit like on this video, and definitely hit subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're at all interested in entrepreneurship, tech, and travel. And otherwise, the big takeaway from today's episode or from today's video is, because I always want you to have takeaways and actionable insights from these videos, is I want you to acknowledge that your first will always be your worst. It gets better. Whatever you're waiting for, if you're trying to figure out your style, that happens after you hit record, after you hit publish. So acknowledge that, accept that, be inspired by the fact that your first will always be your worst. Hit that record button, hit launch, hit publish. This is the end of my worst video ever. I'll see you here on my brand new YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for following, and don't be afraid to comment. I'm gonna reply to every single comment that I get on these YouTube videos, so don't be a stranger. I'll see you again here.